Hey guys, how you doing? Dan here again with my tobacco grow. Just down here in the basement right now, checking out the plants. Now, I've been watering these every day since the 10th of November when I started these plants, and they started to take growth. See those little guys? Whoa, not good, rock and roller. See these little, whoops, sorry, see those little guys here? Now, those ones there I just showed you, I planted them a month ago and they didn't grow. So, I was going to mush it up, put the earth back into the container and use it for planting later. I was down here watering some plants and I flooded the original container with water and just left it there. And I think about a week later, I came down to check my other plants here, and I saw these little green leaves sticking out of the earth. I mean, they were small, and I thought, I got some growth going here. So what I think what happened was simply the earth was not saturated enough with water, and they just weren't getting the moisture from the bottom up. Even though I came down and sprayed it with my spray container, which I've conveniently left upstairs. Anyway, so they're growing now. They're coming out. We're going to see how fast they're going to take. From the same batch, I have this one here I've put aside for a friend of mine. Much bigger. So they grow in splurts. I think you plant 10 of them, and they all don't actually grow the same speed. And what I want to show you today, it's the 17th of December. I want to show you the difference from today and the other day. Now, I'm sure these plants are growing an inch a day, or at least it seems that way. Now, I've got two plants down here in a 10-gallon fabric planter, which I picked up on Amazon. I picked up, a packet of 14. You can get them in brown or black. I chose black. And the plants that I have in these 10-gallon fabric containers do not seem to be growing as fast as the ones in the 1-gallon container, ice cream container, 1 gallon. I came down here today to give them a mist. I don't even think they need it, but for me, give me a reason to come down to the basement and keep track of what's going on. I come down and I give them all a mist. So I'm looking around at the plants and I'm thinking, whoa, hang on a second here. They changed again. They've grown. As simple as that. I'm going to show you one plant here. That's the Rosetta plant. It does. This is I started with Burley and Virginia, and then I ordered these seeds to see what the type of plant it would turn out to be, and they grow totally different. They're not as congested of leaf, and I believe they don't grow as tall. So you got the date there, the 11th to 10th day of 23. Now this plant here, the leaves are getting much bigger. And I swear to God, it's taller than it was 2 days ago. Now, I'm told, now remember, I'm no professional, I haven't done this before. I see you, huh? We do not do this here, yeah? Anyway, that aside, some of you might remember that. These little guys here, see that there? Those are called suckers. Now, what you're supposed to do, obviously it takes energy for the plant to grow those little suckers. So the plan there is to turn us and just pinch them off so the energy goes into the leaf that you already have instead of trying to produce new suckers. Now the plant's going to go up and have more leaves, and the fastest way to make them grow, from what I've been watching, is you pinch the suckers off. Now, next plant I'm going to show you is a plant. It's a burley plant. Now this guy's going nuts. It's just huge. I'll show you that one right away here. I wonder if I turn this light off, if you can see me better. Can you see me better? I don't know if you can see me. That light's pretty bright. I'll try it off for a few minutes. Isn't that big? Look at that. This leaf here has to be a foot long. And remember, November 10th. Look at that. Look how big these are. And now it's slowly growing. I can see it growing there. The shaft getting long, the stem's getting longer. Look at the leaves. What do we have there? What is, oh, there's the name here. My God, I'm sorry. This is Virginia Gold. I knew I had her somewhere. I just couldn't find the name tag. Virginia Gold. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that leaf. Look here. Look at the size of that leaf. Okay? Wow. You see that? And it's sprouting. Isn't that something else? Now remember, I got to have you tilt it this way. I'd love to see you. I'd love to use it as background, but as you can see, the fluorescent light's taking away from the picture here, and I'm having a hard time. I'm using my iPad. My iPhone is not working very well. Oh, here we go. I shouldn't have touched it. Okay. Are you getting sick yet? Okay, great. Let's try that. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I don't edit my stuff. I just don't have the facilities to edit right now. So, the next plant I'm going to show you is a Rosetta. Look at this guy. Look at that. One-gallon container planted at the same time. It's a puny little plant, but he will grow. So they all take off at different times, it looks like. Now, I don't know the difference. Now that plant, the first Rosetta I showed you, the planter is taller, not as wide. Where the 1 gallon is wider, but not as tall. I'm thinking the height has allowed the roots to go deeper, allowing the plant to expand. That's theory. That's theory. What else do I have here to show you? Well, here's another one. Here's, let's see what this one is. I think this is my Burley. No, this is probably my gold. Virginia Gold. Now, you see how curved those plants, look at that. They're really cupped. They're doing really well. Okay. Now this plant doesn't have as wide a leaf yet, but it's growing evenly. It's sprouting and the shaft's getting thicker, higher. So they all seem to come in a little different. See that? Look at that hook on there. Isn't that something else? I'm standing in front of the heater, keeping this room in my basement warm. So look at that. Isn't that a nice plant? As far as I know, this one's gold. Now, let's see, what do I have here? I think I'm going to grab a Burley plant for you. There we go. There's a Burley plant. They're a little bit rippled on the edge, not as much. It's starting to come up. Notice the leaves are not quite as wide. It doesn't smell like anything. And they say it's kind of a rubber texture, a little bit, I don't know, oily feeling. It's not oily feeling. It just feels It feels like a plant. I don't know. They're not totally smooth. If I had to describe them, I'd say they're a little woolly feeling on them. So there we go. Like I got 14 of these going. They're going good. Now the kind of problem I'm having now is that they're getting so wide. The table, I have them on a drafting table that's been laid on its back. It was only area I had that was high enough for me to work and not bend over. And my dog just found me. Hey Zeus, what are you doing? You'll start making noise in a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna pick you up for a second, and now we're gonna go down and check out my burley plants that are in the 10-gallon planter. So I'll have to move you again. Sorry. Let me see. I'm gonna do this. I gotta get another camera. This is ridiculous. Okay. Sorry about that. I got my hand in the picture. Plant number 1. Plant number 2. See how tall they are? Sorry, I had my finger on the camera there. The only way I know how to take the picture. Okay. So you see, even the plant in the 10-gallon, which I thought would give it a lot more room to grow, it'd go shoot up. It's not. The plant I showed you in the 1-gallon container that has the 12-inch leaf looks like it's doing a lot better because of the growth. So, hey, don't smoke those. Hey? So, yeah. There we go again. Ooh. Well, you know, after standing here for a little while with this light on, I go upstairs, everything's blue for about a minute. So that's an update down here on my plants. And the beautiful thing about it is that at this point I'm not experiencing any insects or caterpillars, I think they call them, of any kind. My plants are clean. Obviously it's the middle of winter here. There's no caterpillars or anything down here or any other kind of insect. And the benefit of growing them now, I guess, is that I don't have to fight off the insects, because one of them little caterpillars can actually clean out a whole leaf in a 48-hour period. So you can end up with a lot of damage. And when you're taking this much care to try to grow a plant and water them and take care of them and watch their progress, the last thing you want to do is start chasing some insect that's slowly eating all your leaves, you know. So anyway, watch out the plant, Zeus. So anyway, that's today's the 17th. It's about 5:30 in the afternoon, and they've grown some more. So what I think I'm going to start doing from here is I'm going to wait another 2 days. I'm going to come down a little later tonight, and I'm going to measure the height from the table to the top of some of these plants to get an exact measurement. You know, I think they're around 12 inches tall, 13 inches tall now, and I want to see. I'm going to pick a couple of plants and see how much they've grown in the next 2 days. Because I got to go back to work Monday, Tuesday. I'm off Wednesday. I'm going to come right back down here and see what's going on for measuring. Even though I will come back down to check the soil. My soil is pretty wet. I've put enough water in there that the side of the white bucket turns dark. I basically have flooded with water. Then I leave it for 2 days. I come down today. Second day today. It's very moist. I don't want to rot the roots. And I'm quite happy with my progress here. Yes. I'm not a plant guy. I like doing vegetables. But watching this on YouTube, I was just really, really curious to try to grow my own tobacco. And this is pretty crazy. I like it. Now, I've mentioned this, I believe, in my other video I've done on these, is that they grow flowers on the top. So I can't wait to see the flower. They say the flower is very nice, and then they go to seed. So The whole thing's an experiment. Now, as far as harvesting the leaves, I dibble with a pipe every once in a while. I don't run out every week and buy tobacco. It's too darn expensive. But definitely, if I can grow my own plant and harvest my own leaves, I'll definitely hang it up down here to try to dry them out enough to see what I can do with them. So it's pretty cool. What are you doing, Zeus? Good boy. My German Shepherd. When I'm in the basement, he likes to come down and keep an eye on me. I don't know. He's been doing that since he was a baby. As soon as he's old enough to figure out how to come down the basement stairs, he's a good boy. A little bit more too defensive, but he's a good boy. Come on, let's go. So thank you very much. This is another posting. If you're following, thank you very much. Please give me a thumbs up or even subscribe. This is the Everything Goes channel. I have my eggs going on upstairs. I'm hatching silky chickens. I've never done that before either. I'm doing that for my grandchildren, and after we'll give them away or give them back to the people I got the eggs from, or try to sell them and do it all over again if the first attempt works out for us. As far as the plants are concerned, we got a long way to go for growth. There's a few more videos for sure on tobacco plants and the different type of plants I have here, the 3 different types. And look at this. I don't know what it is, but in the summertime, this thing is beautiful. Being that there's no sunlight, water dripping. Being that there's no sunlight upstairs, it's put in a corner with another plant. It's not doing so well. My wife does the plant thing. So I've brought it down here, I've watered it. I'm going to see if this grow light has any effect on its growth. I want to see it come back. So that now, if this plant comes back, I guess winter time I'll have to set a grow light up for them so they get that energy from the light, which they need so much to grow. Now, she must have 10, 11 different plants upstairs, and this is the only one that looks as bad, so yeah. I also have a tree. I got an aspen upstairs, a baby aspen. I got it in a planter, and I'm keeping it moist. They don't grow leaves in the wintertime, but I want to see if I can save it till spring. Another experiment. I've grown them in pots from nothing, and I line my yard with them. But this one here, I just decided instead of throwing it out at the end of the season, I'm going to put it in a pot and see what happens with it. So, burley plants, Virginia Gold, which I hear is a good plant, and Rosetta, if I'm pronouncing it properly. My 3 different type of plants. As they mature, I'm going to see if the leaves are actually much different from each plant to another. Because right now, they all kind of look the same. Yeah? They're growing and they're curling and they're opening up. Like this large plant I just showed you here, that large leaf a foot long, it's open right up. There's no curl except for the leaves in the middle have that hoodie look. That hoodie thing going. And it's just a leaf growing, right? And then it opens up. A lot of the bottom leaves on the other plants are starting to open up, but they still have that little hoodie look at the ends of them. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Hey, thanks you very much. Remember, thumbs up, subscribe, keep track, pay attention. I might even learn something.